Hi, my name is Todd Coolidge. I'm a stage, film, and TV actor, as well as a voiceover actor, and I look forward to sharing with you what I've learned over the years as a performing artist. Now, I'll be sharing with you not only what I've learned in acting classes, but also what I've learned through trial and error, through my successes and my failures. We only have a short time together today, so I will simply touch upon a basic bit of actor preparation. For those of you with some acting experience already under your belt, this may be a bit of a review. But whatever your experience level is, regardless of whether you are pursuing stage or film or TV acting, our topic today is an essential part of the acting process, specifically character development. And yet it is one that is all too often overlooked. So let's jump right in. Whether you are performing a scene on stage or in front of a camera, or perhaps you're preparing a monologue for an audition, it's important that you know what's happening with your character throughout the scene. Well, that much is obvious. Still, it's equally important to know what's happening with your character before the scene even begins. If you don't know what led your character to the emotional, physical, intellectual state they're currently in when the scene starts, your job of engaging the audience in the story you're telling is going to be much harder. I'm talking about what we call the moment before. Your character needs to be fully engaged in their life before the camera starts to roll or before you step on stage. The acting coach and director John Howard Swain likens this state of preparation to a rodeo bull. Before the gate even opens, the rodeo bull is already revved up and primed to 100%. Your character must be as well. Now, our character's emotional state may and should change as the scene progresses, but like the bull in the rodeo, the starting point of this state of being is in the chute, off stage, off camera. The moment before is the preparation you do to ensure that your character is completely immersed in their life, mentally, emotionally, physically, before the scene begins. In real life, all our emotions and actions are driven by the moment before. The same goes for your character. And just like in real life, where we carry emotional baggage, all the previous unfinished emotional issues and pain of your character are carried by the character into the scene. Now, if we as actors don't develop what the moment before is, then everything your character does on stage will feel flat and unconnected. However, if we let all the good, the bad, the ugly inform the choices that we make in the scene, then we will tell a more complete and fluid story. Now, it's important to note here that the more detail you put into your moment before, the more specific choices that you make, the more beneficial it will be to your performance. Now, certainly the script is going to give you some insight into the state of your character. However, you're going to have to use your imagination, supported by the text, to put together the information you need. Remember, the script basically gives you the bones of the character. It's your job as an actor to add the flesh, the meat, if you will. And only after you've done the work of creating your moment before will you have a fully realized character. Therefore, you need to know how and why your character got to where they are before the scene starts, before the play starts. Yes, even Act 1, Scene 1 has a moment before. Well, after all, your character's been living in the world of the play or the scene, the TV episode, long before the audience sees them on stage or screen. Now, along with knowing the how and the why, it helps to know your character's expectations. We as human beings go through our days with expectations, both positive and negative. So ask yourself, what does my character hope will happen in this scene? And conversely, what does my character fear will happen in this scene? This conflict of opposing hopes and fears adds to the tension in the story, and in turn, this tension drives the narrative forward. The drama in any dramatic scene or comedic story is what helps to grab the audience's attention and keeps them engaged. It's what makes them want to hear, to see, to experience the story you're telling. By giving proper attention to the moment before, you will enter the scene fully active in it. And you haven't even spoken a line yet. Well, I'm looking forward to our creative journey together, complete with all the ups and downs and highs and lows that inevitably come with it. But no matter what, it is going to be a joy. So until then, break a leg.